Hello, welcome to the R14 podcast, episode 9 and 10, because we missed last week's. This week we have special guest. We have Dick Wall with us this week. There was a few mentions during the week of who we should get on, and he was just handy, as he is in our social bubble.
Okay. Handy.
Guys
are paying me top dollar this evening. I'm not here for nothing, boys. I'm getting paid top dollar to be here.
Everyone else was busy. So.
Oh, you're fucking not, man.
Shut your mouth.
So last week with the bank holiday, obviously we had to take the weekend off. Different plans with different lads, so we're gonna make it back up.
We have lives as well. we have lives as well, you know.
We're gonna make it back up this week, hopefully, and have a great episode. I want to start off with my bit of housekeeping. I haven't done it now since the last episode, so
you get the sweeping. Go on.
Just anyone that ordered t-shirts, I know we dropped off a few. The rest of them, anyone that have sent me on addresses, they will be posted Monday or Tuesday at the latest. And anyone that has yet to send me their address or has ordered a t-shirt, do get in touch. And once again, thanks to everyone who has supported. So that's literally all I have to say for my housekeeping, and we're moving on to the news during the week. Obviously today, big day. Rachel Blackmore, first female jockey to...
I would be the sire to her dam. You know that? For people who don't know what that means, I'd be the father of her children.
In literal terms.
Yeah.
You love her anyway.
Oh lad, I swear when she touches down on Irish soil, I'll be there at the airport just waiting for her.
Rachel, if you're listening, Giggsy, he's a prime bachelor. He's ready to go.
Rachel Blackmore, Orla Dwyer. Yeah. Right. No, in my defense, I didn't know Orla Dwyer was actually the same age as me, so now it's a bit weird.
And I know Rachel Blackmore.
I'm still holding out, Orla. I'm still holding out.
Rachel Blackmore, fucking love you. Now, you cost me a lot of money today, but it doesn't matter. I forgive you. She's up there with Katie Taylor at the moment with Irish sports people. For me, anyway, I think she's fucking unbelievable what she's done there this year. Anyway, in particular because it really put her on the map this year. Now she was always no jockey, but really put her on the map this year.
Would you father kids for Katie Taylor?
I think she'd be the father.
Them kids would be ignorant out the door. Me and Katie Taylor, well, she'd probably just thump the head off me.
Yeah, true.
That'd be it.
Any
you know Buzz McDonald, but Ronda Rousey.
Like Irish kind of celebrities or that you have a little crush on?
Well, no, hang on, no. They're not really my crushes. Not really. Like, I don't have a crush on her. I
don't have a crush on her, but I'd like to have.
No, I don't. Rachel
Blackmore. I don't even know what Rachel Blackmore looks like. I did actually. The fact that she wins Giggsy money from time to time, and that's probably why he's
no. Katie Taylor is not one of my crushes. Rachel Blackmore has a soft spot in my heart, but Katie Taylor is not one of my crushes. I don't need to have the bud there now. I fucking look up to the woman, but that is as far as it goes. Like,
right, going back.
Not saying I wouldn't shaggy Katie, but
anyone going back?
Irish crushes.
Female now, Richard.
Georgia Salpa's got to be up there.
That's a name I have not heard in a long
time.
She's
still
around.
She was sick there for a while. She was very sick, which we'll move on to after, but she was very sick there for a while.
That's a name I have not heard since page 3 of the Sun. Like that's a throwback and a half right there. Georgia Salpa, that's a nice one. Like I mean, I could go for the cliche ones like Ros Purcell and all, but
I like that Neve one, the redhead off Fair City. You know that one?
Can't say I'm too ugly one for City now, to be honest.
No, the one with the hips.
With the bunda.
She a nice white gal.
Give my boy a good smile, you can go and watch.
You only like black, yeah.
Yeah, so you're just going basic with Ros Purcell.
I'm
very generic lad on here. Maura Higgins.
Can I just say this?
Maura
Higgins.
I didn't listen to her. Oh my god, I would listen to her all
When
day.
I came out here this evening, I thought it was going to be background noise, so I did not have these ready to go rattled off. Like
I don't know what we talked about till we step up on stage.
Yeah, it's literally all. This is a real raw podcast.
I'll just show up and get the job done. That's it.
Something. Yeah. So moving on from that.
Cowboy. Any Irish crushes you have there, lad?
Yeah. If I speak, I'm in trouble. We'll move on from that because we don't want to get anyone in trouble here. Good win for Leinster today as well.
Telling you all
man.
Week.
I was looking at Exeter last week. I thought, Jesus, a good pack. But no, Leinster, the experience showed.
Leinster's pack was just so much better.
Yeah, bro.
Just wait.
Yeah, bro. Let's hope Ulster do the business. I think they're losing at the moment, but. Anyway, that's it. We're going to move on. That Queen Elizabeth is back on Tinder. To Too soon?
I threw the super like.
I was just about to say I matched Twitter.
If there was a super like, I would have went for it.
No.
She's local enough.
Yeah, so Prince Philip is dead. Or he died. Whichever is the nicest term.
That man's been dead for the last 10 years. He's just been.
You see that in the auction? It's like someone put a tang fastic in Prince Philip's breakfast this morning and it killed him.
Yeah.
No, it's terrible.
He had a salt and vinegar crisp.
R.I.P. mate, but
no, but like no, like we're not gonna. A few episodes ago, we were just talking about the royal family being inbred, so we're not just gonna bullshit here.
Hey, Liz, sorry for your loss, bro.
Did you see the yoke about?
We're not gonna bullshit here that all about like whatever. Like obviously, I'm sure over in England it's real.
Did you see the yoke about?
But we're Irish, so we don't care, and we're gonna make jokes about it. Because
see the yoke about the top search for Prince Philip, and it's his eyeshadow.
The first thing that comes up on Google it's Prince Philip, and then just the first thing that comes up on Google is eyeshadow.
The best tweet I seen was
Philip, who's your mua?
You know the way they have loads of corgis? It's like at least the corgis stuck getting blamed for pissing on the couch.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Class!
Oh,
fucking class! People that get so creative in times like this.
Oh lads. Yeah, so that's
we'll move on from that.
We'll move on.
We can say it all day. We can base this on R.I.P. Prince Philip.
One more thing I want to say is about it. How thick would you be if you got to 99 and then kicked the bucket like?
You get 72 years of marriage. How fucking miserable that man must have been for the last 72 years.
But like he met her when they were 13 and they fell in love, but they were cousins.
They were related.
It's so fucked.
I get my cousin, I'm a sick bastard. Now you're going to be royalty.
Yeah. That didn't happen by the way.
No, it didn't. That's another topic.
I'm staying silent. I'm trying to refrain from going to Gigsy tonight, so I'm going to just stay silent whenever Gigsy trips himself up.
No, it's so
love
weird.
You, bro. Coming for you.
Yeah, 92. I think, or
99 a pitch.
99, yeah.
You get the €1,000 if you live to 100.
Yeah, off the president. I'm sure he probably wouldn't have got it, but it would have been weird.
Sure, he would have got something for his 1,000.
Michael D.
Or his 1,000.
What age is Michael D?
Fucking fair old.
Melted welly job.
No, we can't slag our own president.
He's cute though.
Man, he looks like Dobby. Come on, we are allowed to slag him a little.
The best photo ever is him at that festival, that hippie festival. With him with the buttons open, just standing there like that.
I was thinking about this the other day. Now, it might be a little bit morbid, but
crazy no.
No, it's not too bad. It's a good little question.
You spit out.
You might have opinions on it. Would you rather go out in a blaze of glory? Go out in a blaze of glory at about 60, 70 years of age, or live till you were like 90, nearly 100, but not be able to do anything for yourself, not
60,
I'd rather go with 60, 70.
Exactly.
I'd go out now in a blaze of glory if needs be.
You're not too fucking far off.
No,
I'll come with you.
Definitely 60 or 70. There's no way.
What's the point in living till you're of age?
Yeah.
Fuck that.
No, I agree. I'd prefer to grow with my wits about me, with my dignity.
And loads of memes about you. Like Prince Philip's memes are the best memes I've ever seen.
Yeah. Well, he went into hospital 5 weeks ago or something like that. They reckon
But he came back out though.
Yeah, he got coronavirus, didn't he? Or there was something to do with corona.
Is coronavirus even real though?
Is it?
No,
we'll be talking about that later on the podcast.
Conspiracy too.
No, it's not real. It's not real.
Two good podcasts
examples
you could watch this week. If you're not watching this one, I'd recommend watching the Fellas one with Ollie Ball and Jacob.
That's
brilliant. That time with Calfreezy.
Yeah, Calfreezy.
See that they recorded the second time because your man didn't
hit the first hour. Yeah, we had that problem here one day, did we?
You've got commitment issues. I'm trying to fix them for you. It's Ollie Ball. Ollie Ball.
No, it's fair. Oh, he's so funny. Like they were only like 16 and they were like.
They watched like 7.
There's no bother on them.
I watched the full thing. Did you find it at the start of it was a bit awkward?
They were absolutely rinsing the two boys on their own podcast.
Did you find the start of it
was 15, 16 years of age?
Did I find the start of it was a bit awkward or something?
But it was awkward because they had to say the whole thing again because they already recorded. So
the awkward about the grounded thing make them sound like such kids, like.
For 16.
Well, they are kids, like.
No, the best was your man Jacob talking. He's just like, "Do you have any siblings?" He's like, "Yeah, I have a twin brother." And then they're like, when we were on holidays, my brother, he was mooning someone, and she like rang the police and all like that. And he was like, "We don't even look alike." And your man goes, "Oh, what age is your brother?" Same age as my twin. And he's like, "Oh shit."
Fucking ridiculous.
No, it was a good podcast. So if you're finished watching this one, you can jump over and watch that. Give the boys a dig out there. I'm sure they're struggling for the views.
We're doing them a favour, really. Like.
Yeah. Once again, just everyone like, comment and share and subscribe. That should have been in my housekeeping, but we'll leave it for now. The next thing, moving on to, this is a topic I want to talk about because
just you. This is your own thing off the cuff, like.
No. This is
It's written
something
down.
I want to bring up.
Oh, right, okay. I thought it was written down.
I'm the only one that writes.
I thought
things
it
down.
was written
You
down.
don't know
I was
anything
like-
that goes on in this.
I thought it was written down there. I was like, we've all talked about what
Yeah,
you're
that's because he
talking
can't
about
read,
next.
though.
Huh?
That's because he can't read. No, I'm sorry.
Simple
I'm
Jack.
sorry.
Simple
sorry.
Jack. You no, go easy.
Make me happy.
People don't understand the reference to Tropic Thunder.
Who has not seen Tropic Thunder? If
Well,
there's
I haven't seen it
anybody
till Monday, man.
watching this podcast,
No, that's why I texted you and said I was Jeff
Tropic
Fortnite. Because Murphy said it to me Sunday.
What's thinking about that?
Cowboy, I pride myself on being able to come up with nicknames for him. When Murphy told me about the Jeff Portnight, I was like, oh,
You're
Cowboy, I
okay,
hate
yeah.
you for that. I didn't come up with it. So anybody that's watching that has not seen Tropic Thunder, go watch it. Amazing film. Robert Downey Jr. got nominated for an Oscar. Is the last person who successfully did blackface. But pay attention to Jack Black's character, Jeff Portnoy. And then in the comments next week, tell us if you think it's like Giggsy or not.
No, because Murphy said it to me Sunday. I didn't understand. Like, I'd never seen Tropic Thunder. And then I sat down Monday and I asked him for movie recommendation. I said, I may watch Tropic Thunder and see what it's about. Then I seen the Jack Black thing. You know when he's trying to wean himself off? And he's like, tied to the chair and he's like, man, I'll suck your dick and I'll cradle the balls. I was like, yeah, alright, okay, I can see it.
He texted me saying that he was watching Tropic Thunder, and then about 90 minutes later he goes, I don't want to admit it, but I think Cowboy has a point.
I text Chunk and Chunk was obviously going in after the session. He was like, this is the greatest text I've ever received. Anyway, moving on.
What is your views on is there such a thing, or like are people deluded when it comes to like social media flirting in terms of like
I'm on that bandwagon.
if there's a general like for like on a Visco or stuff like this, or
You don't want to be that nonce that says yes, but yes.
no, but
I see all you girls.
but do you reckon
I see
like
all
do you reckon like if there's like certain, you know, the way we were talking about, and we would like during the week like
Oh, yeah,
I'd
we
say,
do.
like,
Yeah,
I'd say like
yeah.
she liked my Visco, and I've been liking hers, and then she liked another one of mine. Do you reckon like women think the same thing? Like any of these girls are like, we hope so.
You'd have to
But,
know. You have to know it's like a recurring theme. Like
Yeah.
you can't help but not like. I'm not liking your photos because I don't like you. You know what I mean? Some of you are just friends, but some of you aren't.
Well, I look
He's
at
getting-
Visco as a kind of way, like, you know, I like means something on Visco.
Do we sound like idiots now though? Do we sound
No.
like spaz?
We could, but it's our opinion.
If you girls think the same, please let me know because I'm sitting on the fence with half of you.
But is
I'm
you're that close to a DM.
No, but
There's so many of you out there right now that are that close to getting a DM off Jeff Portnoy and you don't fucking know.
he'll get no
No
likes
way.
on his Viscos now. This guy is deluded.
I just thought his Viscos were cool. Like, I only like this because of Dan Gray's photos.
But then
I'd be disgusted then. I'd be
is
scared.
the repost like, does that mean something?
I think a
I think
repost.
a repost is friendly.
No.
Reposting is
A
friendly.
repost is going above and beyond the Call of Duty, in my opinion.
No,
I think
I
that's
see some people reposting things that they shouldn't be reposting. I can't help but think that's friendly. And if it's not, if it's in a flirtatious way, I can't help but think it's weird. I think it's weird.
I think it's brave. I think if you're reposting
Right,
somebody's Visco, that's brave.
Right,
I
if you
that's-
think that, I'm going to go for it next week. And
Why not?
anyone who gets a repost off me next week, you know where to
about
go.
the
You've heard it here now. You've heard it here now, girls and lads.
Do you want to
Anyone that gets a repost off me gigs in the next week is looking.
We're Dick, we're really going to indulge into the repost Tom got during the week. He just asked me there if we talk about it. Let's talk about it. Yeah. I dabbled in that.
My opinion on the thing was he said he had got likes off this person in question.
We sound like such fucking nonsense.
And then had got the repost afterwards. I said it seems like a good indicator to me if he was.
Adam Feeney once put up a tweet and it said if you think if you rate yourself off likes, you're a nonce or something along those lines.
No.
So that just running in my head ever since he tweeted that or put that in my head.
No.
I always
that's
think
more
like,
so in terms of like rating
Amount
yourself
of
off the
likes.
amount of likes you
Yeah.
got, not the specific people that are liking
Yeah.
the actual
no,
picture.
it wasn't. It was like if a girl likes your photo and you think they're into you, you need to get your brain checked or you're a nonce or something along those lines.
I said I was gonna leave you off tonight. Okay.
No, we'll move on from that.
Yeah.
Go on,
Okay.
go on.
Shh. Hush. Hush.
Take two.
Right.
There's so much this.
so then, like-
there's so much this.
So then, like, moving on, and like, right, we'll forget about like the likes and the Viscos and all that.
Anyway, no.
If
If
you
we'll
are
take a
going-
general vote. We'll take a general vote here. So who thinks that if a girl reoccurringly likes your visco.
We'll take a general vote. There's 4 of us and we
Yeah,
just
no,
discussed it.
With 3 of us.
I'm not saying no.
No, we can't view Cowboy because he is a girlfriend.
We're not saying in terms of just liking one visco, but if there's consistent likes on consistent
reoccurring.
viscos. Okay, sorry, apologies.
So, do you think if a girl really likes your viscos consistently, she has a thing for you?
No, but I think in my mind it's enough to drop a Snapchat or a text and see and just feel the waters, like just test the waters. Why not? Like, what's the harm?
I'd be the same. Like,
I just sound defensive. I just let happen. To be honest with you.
And that's why Giggsy's a virgin. No, sorry.
I'm coming for you, man.
So right, we'll move on from like the likes and all that. Now I want to go on to something like I've seen a few tweets about this, that like girls giving out that like you're so childish if you ask for one Snapchat. Have you ever asked for a girl's number? Like,
No.
or how would you go about it? I think it's weird to just
Never
go,
pay me bills, so I can't. I don't have free. I don't have free texts anymore.
I think asking for a girl's number is a pure Dublin thing. Like, it's pure notions. Like, you're not doing that.
I don't want to see what you're texting me later. I want to see what you're snapping me later.
I don't know. I think it's
when the lights go down. Lock the door and turn them lights. Christ.
No, but like I'd be the same. I kind of think it's weird if you're just texting because.
Oh, fuck that.
Or even to ask for her number is strange.
I'd ask for the number after like
only
a while,
if,
like
yeah,
after, like
yeah.
When I'm familiar with the person and I'm actually committing to talking to that person, then I'd ask for the number. But like, if it's just a matter of testing the waters, it's Snapchat or Instagram.
Can I have your number?
Yeah.
I'm outside your gaff.
You're alright for turf, but you need a bit of coal.
Send location.
We can leave that in because I don't think you're going to see that. But anyway, yeah. No, obviously you have to get someone's number too. Like after a while, like if it's I feel like if it gets serious, you need somebody's number.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah,
but
'cause
this is
that'd
what
be
I'm saying.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah,
know.
But when you're dropping a text or like, so say you like are talking to a girl out or something like, or if you get with a girl or something like, the next day or the next morning, like say if she's in the bed or something, you're not gonna just be like, oh yeah, give us your phone number there.
You know that.
Give us your mobile number.
Can I have your number?
Hey babe,
Can I have it? Can I have it? Can I have your number?
Hey, can I get your digits there?
What's Micanites? Like Micanites?
You like magnets?
The back
That's
of
what I
your
think.
head is ridiculous.
Maybe it goes on in like because it's kind of such a thing in American movies that like if your one leaves the next morning, she has her phone number wrote down on like tissue or something like that.
Do
We're
Americans-
not there though.
But do Americans even use Snapchat?
I don't know.
Yeah, they do.
But like, it's definitely not as prominent as it is over here. Like,
I use Snapchat in American one.
my main form of communication is Snapchat. Like, you're more likely to get me on.
It's an American like company now.
I'd say it is.
It is,
Snapchat
yeah.
It probably is, but like, Americans are weird though. They're well ahead of the time. There could be another fucking app over there that's already that we haven't got yet.
They're all still using Viber. That's what it is.
Viber,
It's
that's
like
a fucking throwback.
Yeah, and if you want to send me your kick names, you know where our DMs are. No, not in a nonce way.
Just to clarify, lads, not in a non-sweat. No, just
No, anyway,
That's like fucking Just Eat in Australia is called menu log. Did you know that?
no.
how is that the same thing?
That I was listening to the Jamo and Dylan podcast and they were like, so this is so fucked over in the UK and Ireland, right? They have Just Eat is menu log. How fucked is that? And I was listening like, what the fuck? Menu log is way worse than Just Eat, like
But,
menu log.
In terms
That
of
is
like
fucking weird, bro.
being influenced by Western culture, like we get it that soon from America, like, and it's not as quick. Like anything that, like even the songs that are in the charts nowadays, over in America, they're in the charts weeks before we get them over
It's
here.
the same,
And they're
it's
the
the
best.
same with like their Netflix or movies or anything
Yeah.
like that. They get everything first. Like
Yeah,
we're just trickle down banging at the moment.
it's more or less like
Third string.
the whole world is really
Trickle
influenced by
down
America.
banging. We don't get what the first quarterbacks won. We don't get what the second quarterbacks won. We get
Third string.
string.
In terms of influence on the world, like
Special
they're killing it.
Oh, they're on my. They're on my
Yeah, sure. Look
sure.
at fucking
They live off Instagram though, don't they? Instagram is their big
and
social media thing.
TikTok and all that.
Instagram's ass. Yeah, but TikTok's Chinese.
Yeah, but like all the main influencers are like Addison Rae, all the fitties.
Yeah, dead right.
So remember Trump came out and said like he made whoever created TikTok sell the company to an American company, or else it would get banned in America because they thought that the Chinese were tracking all people's information.
Did you see the yoke of Addison Rae doing the dances on Jimmy Fallon? When the music comes on.
She was ass. Like.
It's literally the most disgusting thing I've ever watched in my life.
She's so shit.
Like, and I love her, but it just makes me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but they
she's
put,
good for TikTok, but anywhere else,
No,
she's,
but like
no,
her
but like-
stand up on a stage like that. Was just
yeah, it was fair cringy.
So
And then they put
awkward.
the actual videos of the dances beside hers, and they're just like,
Oh, it's-
where's the lack of energy, Addison?
Addison Rae, get your fucking finger out, man. We can call out Addison Rae. She's not gonna watch this.
I think there's a lot of people we can call out that aren't probably gonna fucking. Hey,
Go on.
I have nothing.
Call her out. Frankie Carcosi. you
Chunk
dickhead.
Murphy, fuck you. No.
Nah, go on.
He'll be
Yeah.
watching. Oh yeah, we want to apologise. Chunk Murphy was nominated to be a guest
Chunk is working tonight. Though.
this week.
Chunk's
but-
busy pulling 99s. He's an
I
essential worker.
I said it when you walked out. I've actually witnessed Chunk pulling 99 earlier on.
What was it like?
in April.
Oh,
What would you
it was
rate?
like-
What
it
would
was
you rate out of
literally.
10?
It was. Now I know a lot of people throw out this phrase, but it was poetry in motion.
Ooh.
Poetry, the way the man.
So he's found his calling. He's
If he ever leaves that job, I don't know what he's gonna do. He'll have to start an ice cream. He'll have to start like an
that
ice
is the
cream.
most underhanded compliment of all time.
He'll have to start an ice cream. He'll have to buy an ice cream van or something.
Star Ice Cream Van.
He won't. Just, well,
If
he'll
I seen
have to
that
start.
man, if I seen that man rocking around in an ice cream van, I'd be running in
Imagine
different
Chuck,
directions. Jesus
Give us
Christ.
a whippy.
Imagine Chunk handing out like a little fucking, I don't know, a screwball
You're a
to your young lad in the estate. Give us your €2, you little dickhead. Selling 10 spots out in the back of it.
Bad idea though, in fairness.
Me and you could be dragging Snake Eyes.
Snake Eyes.
Stateside,
Stateside.
you twerp.
Who's Snake Eyes? Oh, Snake Eyes.
Snake Eyes, Brian Lawler.
Snake Eyes is actually a person.
Yeah.
Stateside. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Go on, move on.
Yeah, so we'll wrap it up with that. I want to move on. So we didn't actually give him a good introduction at the start, but our first guest we have on is Richard Wall. He's been well able to talk in front of the camera so far. Richard, how are you getting on? You started a new job this week. How did that go for you?
I did get. I started a new job this week that Captain R14 here procured for me.
Captain. He's been named Captain now.
Yeah, I am captain.
Look at me. Look at me.
I'm the
I am the captain now.
Captain.
When you get a pen and a fucking...
I get a pen and a piece of paper.
Can I just say this now? Alright.
I didn't want to be the captain, was not the point. The fact that he was just christened it.
But no. Here's my thoughts on things. Alright, he's the captain, but you're like the striker that shows up. And
I'm like Danny Dyer.
Nets goals.
I'm like Danny Dyer and Mean Machine.
There you go.
Cowboy, can I bot?
Yeah,
Got a new job this week. Thanks to Tom Glynn.
we were living the dream this week, weren't
Do
we?
the
We
whole
were,
thing.
and
We had some fun.
I'm not going to go into too much detail about
Dude,
how
hang on,
hard
hang
a
on.
worker Tom is.
Hang on,
but I have never.
Ah! Oh shit.
Oh, very bad.
Is that we're going.
I'm going to go on record here now and say I have never in my entire life seen a worker as hard as Tom Glynn. I have never seen somebody drive a forklift so masterfully and put pallets at one end of a factory and move them to another end of the factory. It was poetry. As you said, it was like Chunk Murphy pulling a 99. It was poetry in motion.
I can't steal my line, man.
No, I think it's like...
Poetry in motion is not your line. You need to get down off yourself now. Like,
Oh, do you want to talk
My whole thing is like looking busy is harder than actually being busy.
Lad, works.
well, now you're stealing Hardy Buck's line. So
But that's what I'm saying.
Work
That's what I'm
smart,
saying.
Work smart, not hard, lad.
I'm just thinking.
Oh yeah, no, we can't.
Like all week I was like, you were like, we could do this, and I said we could bring these down to the far end of the yard, and you could walk behind the forklift making sure I don't hit anything.
The amount of times I walked beside the forklift, looking like I was like guiding Thomas
It's
to where
literally
he
your
was going.
first week in the job.
Yeah.
And you're going to put this out on YouTube that you're a useless cunt.
Yeah, we're gonna cut that. Great workers. No, we had a good
just
week.
saved
Are
your
we
life.
playing this
Yeah.
game?
Loser.
Are we playing this game?
Any-
Do we want?
Keep teeing them
Do
up
we
and
wanna play
I'll
this
stay
game?
knocking them out. You stay teeing up and I'll stay knocking
Focus,
them out.
boys, focus.
No, come on, we're moving on.
Focus.
Dick, you're
I will
Oh, yeah,
metaphorically
yeah.
bend you over this table and spank you
You're
with
new
my
to the
hand.
podcast. Sorry, go on, Tom.
I'm new to this podcast. Gigsy's out of a job next week anyway, lads.
Yeah, so
The R in R14 stands for Richard.
All right.
Stands for rectal examination. So sorry.
What?
No.
It stands for no. Don't you act like you don't know. You don't you act
like you don't know what I'm talking about, you fucking scumbag.
Oh my god.
Cowboy, to give you some context, and we'll obviously have to cut this part.
Don't say it on camera.
No, don't leave it after.
Don't say it on camera. I don't want any video evidence of this whatsoever.
Right. So, right, moving on. Focus. So moving on.
No. I'm the example.
No. Never. Leave it. Focus. Oh, fuck. This is getting out of hand here.
No.
Right, we're moving on. So, for those of you, obviously, that have seen the cover we put up of cover song video we put up of Damien Rice, Coconut Skins. Obviously, you're the man behind the guitar. Any songs you think?
Tonight or
No, just in general sense for us that
I've
people
a
might
few-
like, you know, people. Any songs you've lined up to?
I have a couple of songs in the catalogue now, but I'm not gonna tell. I want them to be surprised.
You have a few lined up though,
100%. No. Don't worry, people. There is songs coming. There's going to be more clips on Instagram of us drunkenly singing along. Giggsy fucking making glasses breaking, cats fucking kill themselves. But there is more songs coming, lads. Oh, I have a nice little catalogue there built up. So stay tuned.
Can we do Irish by the Go-Go though?
Yeah.
Baby! Trademark.
Yes.
I would love to say yes to that, but not one of us sitting in these chairs has the vocal range to do Irish by the Go.
Talk to me.
No.
Talk.
Go on.
Can
Be
I
good,
give up forever to touch you? Oh,
Fucking beautiful.
and I don't want to see me.
Lads, a tattoo. Cowboy, tattoo artist I went to Iran was Australian, man.
Yeah,
Fucking
cool as
class.
fuck, was it?
We can leave it to this in the podcast. Walked in, do I need a first man? I don't give a fuck, man. I was like, deadly. Oh, sorry, go on, yeah.
The COVID police are after you. The COVID police are now after you.
Suck my dick.
Fuck the COVID
I'm
police.
sure you'd
Go on,
like
yeah,
that and
go
all.
on, yeah.
Fuck the COVID police. We're sick of it.
Oh, alright, go on, yeah.
Yeah, so there's more work coming in terms of songs and videos, and
There's other things
As we
coming
know-
behind the scenes as well. We just have to get Giggsy to stop being a pussy, but it's coming. Don't
and
worry.
for
yeah,
Richard
you
and
want
Richard
to
stop interrupting me.
Apologies.
This will be the last time you're fucking on the podcast.
Well, that's a lie.
Shut
But,
up the fuck with you.
Just want to say that any of the videos we do put up, Dan Gray is behind all the editing, as you know, and anyone that might need editing done or anything video wise, do get in touch with him. He's a good man behind the camera. He'll look after you, all right. Looked after us well, so give him a shout. What are you writing now?
No. Doesn't need to be
Alright,
said.
That's not a
otherwise.
conspiracy.
It's a low key conspiracy. I don't know if anybody necessarily
You
knows.
spelled
about-
fat wrong.
Sorry.
We want to talk about a few conspiracy theories. We meant to do it 2 weeks ago, and
Yes.
we haven't since. I know Bose reckons Disney Plus started COVID. What would be your opinions on that?
Just because
I need some sort of
it
context.
came
behind
out.
this,
It came out. Disney Plus.
Disney Plus.
Time COVID started.
Buzz, did this come out at like 5 o'clock on a Sunday morning or something? Because that sounds like one of
He
those type of
reckons
thoughts.
Disney Plus.
Yeah, but he had a good point at that time. We just don't remember
Disney
it.
Plus came from China, and so did COVID. And Disney Plus came at the same time as COVID.
Is
so
that
they want
racist?
they want
No.
they want you to stay at home and
Watch Disney Plus.
watch Disney Plus, pay for Disney Plus.
Disney
'cause you're at
Plus.
home with
Disney
COVID.
Plus when it started absolutely slapped.
Like,
They added Family
To
Guy.
be fair, it adds up, but it's just so unlikely that
It's pretty outlandish, I have
It
to say.
is
now. It's
very
pretty,
out
It's
there.
pretty out there, but I appreciate
this
it.
Bose, by the way, is the duck-sized person that you were asked to fight a few episodes ago.
You just don't know who he is. He's like the 6 foot blonde lad that goes around in some of our photos. It doesn't matter.
Buzz, I'm not here to badmouth you, Buzz. I like you and I respect
Right.
your conspiracy theory.
I know.
Thank God he'll see this after his
we,
birthday.
We can nip this in the bud nice and early.
Oh, we have to give him a shout out for the birthday as
Oh,
well.
happy
Actually,
birthday, Bose.
Kieran Bowe's birthday is tomorrow. Is today. Well, you're going to be watching it. It's going to be today. So, if you're watching this on Sunday, the 11th of April, text Bose saying, do text him. Yeah,
No, do text me. He'd be delighted with it.
No, text him saying happy birthday because I'm sure he'll be hungover. Any other conspiracy theories, lads?
A question for you: do you think the cure for cancer is there?
100%. 100%.
I think so.
There's no way.
I think it
They
stands.
have cures for most major diseases now. You can't tell me that cancer has been around for how
Do you
fucking
think there's
long.
a cure?
I cured
Or
my
do you think there's a
toothache.
cure?
I think-
Or do you think there's a vaccine?
No, I think for the vast majority, like obviously every cancer differs, and I think there's obviously some really bad ones like pancreatic cancer and all. They're bad, but for the vast majority,
Just for some
what are you
context,
crossing
we're
out? That does
having
not need to be crossed out.
He scratched out how Giggsy is fat. I'm not. Well, I am, but I'm not.
Yeah, I think for the vast majority of cancers that aren't like rare or really progressive forms of cancer, yeah, I'd say they probably do have a cure.
I
for
find
it.
it hard.
Way
I
too much
find
money.
it, no, not to touch any nerves. Not touching nerves anyone, and obviously people have been touched by cancer stuff like that. So it's not to be insensitive, but I find it hard to believe that to have a cure or vaccine for everybody. Like we never faced coronavirus before ever.
Developed the
And
vaccine
then
within a
developed
year.
the vaccine within a year, and we've come across cancer for how like hundreds of years or whatever the fuck like. And I find it hard to believe that it's
But-
there's nothing there more than the treatment that we have now. Like
I
I feel
don't-
like there's because it stands to the economy more how much money to make. Now look, I'm not saying that everyone's a money hungry cunt. Like I'm just saying that
Yeah, but no,
it's
they
not
are. No,
outlandish
the
to think.
government, every government is money hungry cunts. Like it's all a business. It's not. It has nothing to do with like the health of the people. It's all about the wealth of the people.
Yeah, that's like
It's all about the money
We're
at the end of the
literally,
day. You break it down, it's a business.
yeah. I think it's like split up differently. Obviously, in America, they have different states. They have different rules because the states want to make their money. Like different states like allow weed and guns and all that.
But
I
America's
think
a joke, though.
yeah, but America's a joke. But then Ireland here, where they just kind of treat us like robots, like we're just so controlling.
I just know now. Look, if like that's not there were fucking obviously no medical professionals. We obviously don't have a fucking. We literally don't. We couldn't have less of a clue if we tried.
Speak for yourself. I'm qualified, doctorate in.
Dickhead.
I'm a
Because
doctorate
shut
in
the
being a
fuck up,
dickhead,
man.
and I can stay talking about it all day.
Yeah, but I could stay here talking about it all day, but it doesn't mean it fucking means anything. Like we literally don't have a clue. None of us have a clue. But I just find it, as in the general sense, as an normal person, if anybody has any input on it, I find it hard to believe that there's nothing there.
yeah,
For
we're
something we've been facing. For
I don't think
years.
it's in an offensive way. Like I don't think anybody should necessarily take offence to it.
No,
It's-
but with the
it's-
money and the research being put into it, like, and you think, as you said, like, if you put it into, like, reference to, like, as you say, COVID or something like that, that there's only been here like a year, maybe over a year now, a little over a year, that now there's a vaccine and they're smacking them out of it, like,
We
over in
really
England, over
Yeah, but
wherever.
I don't think. I'm not saying that it's offensive. I'm not saying it's offensive at all. I'm saying that I don't want it to be insensitive to people that may or may not have been going through things, or may have went through things. So we don't mean this in an insensitive or offensive way to anyone. Like it's just I've heard a lot of people. I've come across a lot of people that have said it. Absolutely, fuck all of them have a clue about it. Like, but it's just something that we thought we'd throw out there and just get an opinion. And if anybody else has something to say about it, please let us know. Like, but yeah, I don't know. I just find it hard to believe that something that we've come across for so long, but it just happens to benefit the economy so much.
We
like,
probably should have done our due diligence on it and researched how much money goes into cancer every year. But
a fucking shit.
I'd
though.
say
if
it's
we
a
were to
fair
actually
amount.
Google it, the money I'd say that it's in the industry for that is absolutely ridiculous. Like, how much does it cost for somebody to get, like, how long are you on chemo for? Like, let's say if you're doing a round of chemo, you're on it for like what, six to 8 months, maybe a year or something. We're not undermining the fact that anybody has cancer, because everybody goes through it. There's not one person in this room or anywhere that hasn't been affected. It's family wise with cancer, but it's so outlandish to think that there isn't a cure for it by now for the vast majority of cancers, and that the government are just holding it back because of the money that's involved with it.
Yeah, it's just hard to believe. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but it was hard to believe that there was
Alright.
there was high level paedophiles
I've
that
no-
had some sort of fucking control over the world. Sorry, everybody knows about Jeffrey Epstein. There's a Netflix
Yeah.
documentary about it.
And
It's
Prince
clearly
Andrew.
proven.
And Prince Andrew.
I
That's
wasn't
why we
saying it as if
fuck
it
the
was
royal
an
family.
outlandish statement. I was just saying like fucking hell, you went from zero.
Yeah,
to
cover your tracks there.
like,
This guy.
what are you on about? Right.
Yeah, no, Jeffrey Epstein, like, everyone knows about
Fuck
him.
that guy.
Fuck him.
Yeah,
Prince
we
Andrew,
condemn Epstein.
all them
and-
creeps.
Right, no, I have one question for you. Do you think, right, not that coronavirus isn't serious, but do you think that the government started to capitalise on the fact that we were in lockdown, that they kept people inside longer or more than they had to?
But what?
Out of curiosity.
This
like,
is what I heard. No, this is actually one conspiracy theory.
I was
heard.
out in Cardo last weekend.
No.
This is what I heard.
Reliable source. Clinches last night.
The whole world, right? Now hear me out, boys. Hear me out. Right? They started COVID,
Practical.
right?
Who started
did?
COVID?
The people.
COVID was produced, right?
Them,
All the heads, you know, in like those movies that they have like the head of fucking this country.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
they
yeah.
met at this big table and they said we need to start something to get everyone indoors so we can recharge and get new cameras in the birds in the world. So that's the government watching us. Yeah, I was like, so they reckon that the government have like cameras and all, that birds aren't actually birds. They have like batteries and they're watching us and they're watching us. That's why COVID.
That's a
get
conspiracy.
everyone inside. They can change the batteries in the birds.
That's going down way longer than COVID though.
Yeah,
That birds and cameras.
Do you ever think there's a higher power to everything?
Yes!
You think about
Almighty
all
God,
the
like
highest world power, or the people that are
someone
over
above.
the highest countries in the world, like, do anything.
Somebody pulling strings, like.
Cunts, they're all just like little puppeteers, like.
But that's
Yeah.
why. That's why.
Trump, you fucking Kim Jong-un.
That's why there's the whole
Putin,
paedophile.
like,
Yeah.
fucking mad cunts, man.
That's why there's the whole paedophile scandal, because essentially the theory is that all these people are getting done for nonsense at the moment. They're the most powerful. Like Bill Clinton was on Epstein's plane 26 times or something like that. You're not the president of America being on like one of the most famous now exposed paedophiles of all time, and you didn't know anything about it. So the idea behind it is that all these intelligence agencies like the CIA, Mossad, all these different intelligence agencies get these powerful people into these compromising positions by fucking doing whatever with children, getting it on video or getting it on pictures, and then they have influence over them forever, because you can't come back from doing that to a child. So they have something over you for the rest of your life. They can influence the way politics runs. They can influence the way anything moves, because they have that to compromise you.
yeah, but sure. Even like you look at like the whole thing with like how the fuck Epstein, like going back to him, how was he allowed when he was in jail? How was he allowed out for 8 hours a day
Yeah, he was out to go work.
to work?
He was out to go work.
And they didn't know where he was. Like
Oh, nonsense.
Man,
they didn't know where he was. All he had to do was
Money.
sleep.
Man, the
No,
whole
it
world
wasn't
is driven by
It wasn't
money,
money.
man.
It wasn't money.
You know what's mental? That like what you said, you think there's a higher power above our higher power. I think that's a straight fact. I think there's absolutely no doubt about it. There's like an Illuminati,
But I don't
like an
think-
Illuminati to put a funny name on it, but
In his
a
case,
higher table, just pulling strings absolutely everywhere.
in his
You know what I
case,
mean?
it wasn't money though, because there's so much money in the world. There's so
No,
many
I
rich
know
people
that.
in the world. But in his case, it was.
But I
he
mean-
had dirt on everyone.
Yeah, but I mean like he said though about like with Putin, Trump, Kim Jong-un, and all them
They're
boys.
such mad characters.
Yeah.
Such powerful countries, man.
I think
Sure,
there's
Putin's a dictator.
Fucking
Putin's
crazy.
meant to be a president, and he's been president of Russia for like last 20 years. And his last two opponents that ran against him got poisoned. Just suspiciously poisoned, and they were
Someone
left
tells
on-
me we'll
yeah.
end up suspiciously poisoned after this podcast. But like I find that, like I reckon
There's
like,
no
we'll
chance.
probably never
There is
find out.
actually no chance we'll
We'll
get,
probably never find out in our lifetime.
we'll get poisoned.
But one, how
I'd like to think
how brilliant
Vladimir
would it
Putin
be
has
to
seen this,
find
but
out?
no.
How brilliant would it be to
There's
find
a
out?
bird outside
there is a
watching us,
higher
lad.
power?
Yes, you never find out. Because it'd be-
Yeah, because it's way above our pay grade. Like we don't get paid enough for this.
Yeah,
But if
anyone even got close to find out.
do you ever see the yoke with
Oh,
Justin
you're
Bieber?
gone. You're wiped out.
Do you ever
Like.
see
This
the yoke with
podcast
Justin
blows
Bieber?
up. We're so fucked.
Do you ever see the yoke with Justin Bieber? Justin Bieber, like you know when he got
I think we're
famous.
safe enough with this.
It's gonna go.
You know when he got famous. And remember he went off the rails and drugs and shit like that.
Yeah.
Apparently he kind of half touched on the fact that people in Hollywood and stuff like that like fed him with drugs and just kept feeding him, and then he ended up getting lured in, and then eventually he got off it, and then when he came out he kind of half exposed him or whatever.
But your man Harvey Weinstein, he was the most.
He was the director, isn't he?
No, he was the owner of whatever name of the production company.
You should
was.
know that, you're an actor.
Oh, you should know, but I don't know.
NBC.
Queer.
But the
BBC.
way it worked with him was, it was Miramax. I think he was the head of Miramax, and basically everybody knew that if you were in one of his films, you were, in the ballpark of getting getting.
Sexually assaulted, wasn't it? His thing was sexual assault.
Yeah, but that wasn't what I was getting to that.
Oh, sorry, man.
If you were in one of his films, you
Fair
were
shit
going
being
to be on
interrupted, isn't it?
you were going to be on a short list for getting nominated for an Oscar. But to get there,
You had to do.
you had to give him a massage or talk to him in his hotel room or whatever.
well,
the fuck
you
needed to be
got
done.
it.
Him or Jeffrey Epstein had the skin condition.
No, I think that was your lad.
What was it?
Jeffrey Epstein just did the masseuse thing with the
Yeah.
underage women.
No, that was
Yeah, but
that was fucking Weinstein as well. He did the
Yeah,
same
but he
thing.
didn't have. Jeffrey Epstein didn't have a condition though.
A lot of this
There's
cannot go on.
something
go
came
on
up
the
about,
podcast. We are going deep
no,
on this.
this
Something
is-
came up about your man Dan Schneider. He does like all like Drake and Josh and iCarly and all of that. Apparently
He's a producer.
he's known. Yeah, he's the producer of like all the
He's a
Nickelodeon shows and all that.
Yeah.
That he's literally known for like all the like back then, like obviously like Carly was like what 14 or 15. That he's a nonce. I swear to God, look it up. I seen TikToks of it. Like,
I seen a YouTube video about it not long ago, and I remember back in the day when I was watching like iCarly and Drake and Josh and all that shit. There always used to be weird shit about feet.
Yeah.
Like there always used to, and the Nickelodeon symbol is a foot, right?
I never in my world.
There was always weird. No, there was always weird shit to do with feet.
Really?
yeah.
There is a YouTube video about it. This dude is like allegedly
Like myself.
a fucking creep, whatever. But he has a proper foot fetish, and all of these child actors, he got them to do shit with feet. Like there was an episode of iCarly where they were drawing faces on their toes and everything. Like it was weird.
I seen that one.
weird.
No,
I vividly remember that one.
There's like
I thought you were joking. I just remember that.
There's like videos of him like grabbing them like, off camera and all, like
No, it's
behind the
weird.
scenes and all, like grabbing iCarly. Obviously her name is not iCarly.
Grabbing iCarly player. Fuck.
Grabbing Carly's eye or fucking no, Miranda Cosgrave, that's it, isn't it? And then the other one, Sam, yeah, just grabbing them and all. It's just weird, man. It's fucked. Look, I think
Yeah, but did you ever see that?
There is a conspiracy theory.
While we're on it though, did you ever see the Jeffrey Epstein yo?
yeah,
Did you ever see the list though? Did you
Yeah.
ever see the list of boys in there? There are some boys that if it ever comes out anything about them, I'm gonna be so disappointed.
I seen people.
I seen
that list and
Eminem on it, man.
broke me.
Eminem was my fucking
Eminem,
idol.
Tom Hanks, like loads of
There's
wholesome people that
a
you
lot
think
of
like
boys
that
that you
wouldn't
just don't want to
fucking.
be on it, man. A load of boys that you just don't want to be on it.
before our heads go into absolutely overdrive here, I think we're gonna leave it
I
at
have
that.
another.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to wrap it up there now. Before we're gonna go into overdrive, we'll talk all night about things that we fucking conspiracy theories and all like that. Once again,
I can rattle it off about nonsense all day.
Shut up.
Shut
We're
up.
wrapping it up,
we're
man.
wrapping it up.
But you just drop it. We'll talk about it after in the after session.
Once again, thanks to everyone who supported over the last few weeks, watched, shared, liked everything. Please continue to do so. Your support is greatly appreciated. And yeah, we're going to wrap it up at that. Thanks again, and good luck.
Have a good weekend,
Peace out.
freak
Best
bitches.
luck to you lads.
I love that freak bitches, man.